starting the recording and starting the stream. Welcome to a very lively horsing around after a very long and fucking insane week. I am your host, Nicholas Mercadante, and with me today I have three lovely guests. If you would like to introduce yourselves.
Hello, it's Maddie.
Hello, my name is Patrick Mario, and I am just a whittle boy. Whittle diddle little boy.
Baby.
No diddle.
Baby.
No diddle.
It's me, the state of Georgia, coming in from the top ropes with the steel chair.
With the steel chair!
Oh my God, that man has a family! Oh God! This has been a fucking hell of the week. The day is currently November 7th. So the week of November 1st to November 7th has been a real buck wild time. There is so much that has happened. There's like a whole page's worth of fucking things that we can talk about. I'm going to show the topics list really quick. And more things are still being added to it. So I don't even know how we're going to try and approach this. I'm just going to let the conversation goes where it goes. But I guess we should probably start with the biggest news, the biggest headline of all, which is a little election happened recently. It's been dragging out for the past couple days, and looks like it's over.
Yeah, Trump won, am I right?
Oh my God, yeah. Woo,
Yeah,
4 more years, baby.
Best president, yeah.
Oh, man.
Years.
Make
God.
America again.
Guys, I'm sorry, you misread it. Jeb Bush won the election.
Al Gore from the back.
Al fucking Gore, dude.
Oh
Al
my
Gore
God.
from the back.
Bernie
Oh.
Sanders
Just scared
is
to tell us
still
Kanye
win, guys.
won.
Oh my God.
He can.
I saw the I think Kenny in Slack was showing somebody posted a thing showing all the states that had votes for Kanye in them, and it made a nice little belt. So we call it the Kanye belt of like
The
Midwestern
Kanye
states
belt.
that voted for
Bless.
fucking Kanye.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I love that. Of course it's the Midwest. Of course it's the Midwest
Dude,
that votes for Kanye.
They don't give a that dude. It's oh my God. Anyways,
No, we can't be mad at the Midwest
No.
anymore. As my friend said, they've got their state card back. They're allowed to be part of the gang again.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Jacob, you probably have the most like informed input on a lot of this stuff, so I feel like we're gonna just defer to you for some of these things. But I think the big surprises were obviously Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada flipping blue. Is Nevada traditionally a blue state?
Nevada is traditionally a blue state. That is
Okay.
because, I don't know if you know this, but Nevada is basically a big-ass desert and then 2 cities.
Lovely.
Cities
Wonderful.
like Democrats, so if you don't know, Reno and Las Vegas typically vote Democratic.
Yeah.
I agree. Pennsylvania, less so. Pennsylvania was always going to be like, ooh,
The
we don't
swing
know,
state,
but
yeah. You gotta contend
just because
with
of how they
Philadelphia, and then you gotta
did
contend
before.
with Pennsylvania. There's the two
yeah,
sides.
you are correct. There are 2 sides of Pennsylvania. One side, which is cool, and it's Philadelphia, and the other side, which I only have traveled through in order to get to Rochester, and it scares me.
And it scares me.
Yeah.
It's cringe.
But yeah, the biggest woe is Arizona, but Arizona was always sort of like a possibility just because John McCain's wife, I believe her name is Sally McCain. I don't know off the top of my head. I feel bad for not remembering. But basically, after Donald Trump was a giant fucking asshole to the late Senator John McCain, she literally was like, all right, I'm going to literally go through the Rolodex and call every motherfucker in
Oh
the
my
state
God.
and
Just
be
vote
like,
him out.
yo, he made fun
Did
of
you
John
hear
McCain.
what this bitch said?
Yeah, exactly.
It is Cindy McCain. Was
Cindy
his
McCain,
wife
thank you.
When he passed.
I'm
Yeah.
genuinely surprised of Georgia.
Yes,
I'm not gonna
Georgia
lie.
is the bigger one. Georgia was the one where everyone was like, Georgia, that ain't happening. And then, like, you wake up one morning and they're like, Joe Biden is taking the lead in Georgia. And you're like, oh.
Look, man, I'm about to stuff my peach with a peach. All I can say.
Okay. Well,
Fucking, what's it called?
dude.
What
Okay.
can I
I-
say? I blame some neon-haired SCAD student for all this shit in Georgia. It's all their fault. I fucking
Hold on.
SCAD students.
I
The furry's
saw-
taking it back again.
Furry's taking it back again.
Furries for Joe Biden.
I swear to
Returning
God,
all the frogs gay.
I need to find this post. I saw a post that was jokingly like the domino effect thing of some like congressperson in Georgia watching Supernatural leading to
Yes.
Okay, here it is. I found it. All right, so yeah, it was this news article with what's the person's name? Resulting Supernatural. Stacey Abrams. Okay, so Stacey Abrams was interviewed recently saying, the next morning, Abrams skips church to sleep in and catch up on a favorite show, Supernatural. Its warrior angels and demons create some very interesting theological questions, she muses, settling onto her cream-colored sofa to talk about their campaign.
I mean, I feel like this is only more reasons why Stacey Abrams is an American hero. I think you're only adding.
No, yeah, but that I just
True
want to break
legend.
down. Like, I'm just shamelessly taking this post, but I'm sharing it on screen now from this person who's illustrating the actual steps that may have somehow butterflied from Supernatural leading to Georgia flipping blue. And I'll just read it aloud here. The lack of female characters in Supernatural means that there are no meaningful heterosexual romantic relationships. The only strong relationship in the show is between Dean and Sam, who are brothers, which spawns an incest ship that's really popular. Then they introduce a new character called Castile, who isn't a brother of either of those two, and then that becomes a new popular ship because it's not incest anymore. And then, so resulting Destio Fleury shoots the show back into prominence, ushering in a new audience of fans, including Stacey Abrams in 2017. Supernatural becomes one of her go-to relaxation shows. Stacey Abrams' frustration with Sam's decisions in season 10 apparently helped form some of her opinions about coalition building in her campaign. There's a 2018 interview with Abrams on blackgirlnerds.com that posits this. Apparently. Stacey Abrams runs for Georgia governor in 2018. She loses just barely because of voter suppression in the state. And then she spends the next 2 years advocating for expanding voting access and an effort that results in hundreds of thousands of first-time registered voters. And then in 2020, Georgia flips blue. What the fuck is this year, dude?
All because of Supernatural.
I should have known an incestuous relationship in the Deep South would be the reason all stuff happens down there.
I will say, as someone that watched Supernatural for an embarrassingly amount of time, I'm surprised that she started in 2017.
I'm surprised. I thought that show was dead. I thought that show was dead in 2012. I did not know that there was a resurgence in recent years. And
I started watching in like 2013 to 2014. And then,
Jesus.
as we all know, me, the protagonist of life, when I stop watching a show, the show ends, right?
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. It's like when I stop
So you
playing a
haven't-
game, it becomes a dead game. League of Legends,
So you
dead
haven't
game.
finished. You haven't finished watching the show, then, is what you're saying.
I stopped at season 10. I got halfway through, and then I got tired of it, and then I stopped.
Were you at RIT by that point? Or were you...
No, this was
Was it
like
before?
sophomore, junior of high school. I carved some names into my wall, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, the wall! Oh my god, I forgot about that.
That's some king shit.
I am currently looking at them right now. I am
That's
in
some-
my childhood bedrood.
Oh my fucking god,
That's
I
some
forgot
absolute
about your
king shit.
wall. There was so
Love
much
that.
shit
Boy,
carved
howdy.
in there. Yeah, which actually ties in, I mean, we could still talk about the election if we want to, but there just, somehow, I just can't believe there's a crossover between two of these events that seem so disparate from each other. But in Supernatural news, because the show is still somehow airing 15 years later.
I think it's the last season. Right now is the last season
is,
that they're
it
ever
is.
gonna do. Thank the Lord.
Oh God, yeah. So the show is, and Maddie, you are our resident,
The resident expert.
yeah, resident expert on this subject. But
God.
as I understand it, from spending way too much time on Tumblr and just casually observing all the goings on of Super Hulock and all that other bullshit. It was a very queer bait heavy show where these characters would always be teased of being like, oh, will they, won't they, but they never actually do. But then in apparently what is their last season, they've done it, except in the worst way possible, because one, it's literally like the final hour. Two, Castile dies immediately afterwards. I can pull up the clip. And
Are you sure you're gonna watch episode 9 again?
No. I mean,
Because it
God,
sounds to me
I
like
wish.
you're describing episode 9.
In some ways, it seems like this might actually somehow top episode 9 in its... Just because episode 9, you had 3 movies, and that was just it. And it's just like, yeah, it's a shit show, but that's whatever. Then in this show, and I'm gonna share it on screen now. This is it's a minute and a half between Cass confessing his love for Dean, and then Cass getting fucking sucked by this. I don't even know. I don't know.
Nick,
the
are you
details.
sure you're watching the official
Let's play
show?
the clip and then I can
Okay.
explain because I know what happens.
All right,
Unfortunately,
all right. I'm gonna play the clip. All right, so here we go. So this is Castiel.
Oh, it's on your stream.
Yeah, it's on the stream right now. It says, "I love you." He's crying, and Dean is just Dean is giving quite the performance in response. And then this goo shit appears behind him. And I'll skip ahead a little bit because they just kind of... somebody with a scythe appears, and I think they're death or something? And then he sacrifices himself, TM, and then the goo monster gives him the big suck. Skip forward a little bit. There we go. And apparently this is Castile getting sent to Super Hell, which is like a special level of hell. And I'll let Maddie pick up from here because I don't know much beyond
okay.
that.
So the goo is called the Empty.
Okay, lovely.
I've been told, and
I've been informed.
essentially, I'm not sure what led up to this,
Yeah.
but Castile, the guy that got sucked, is not allowed to feel happy ever again, or the goo will get him.
Yeah.
And take him to hell too. Where he'll never come back from that. Apparently, because they've gone to hell a bunch of times. It's a fucking walk in the park by now. But they're not allowed to go to hell too.
Hell
That's
2,
bad.
Hell 2 is the final hell. It's like in Coco where they have
Yes.
the final death, but it's the
Yeah,
final
yeah,
hell.
it's like that, I guess. Except I'm genuinely not sure how they got there or anything that's going on with that.
And
So Castile is not allowed to feel happy, or the goo will get him. However, he just cannot hold it inside himself anymore.
Yeah.
So he's like, Dean, I love you, or whatever he said. And then Dean was like, red 3:02 p.m.
Yeah.
And then Castiel feels happy that he confessed his love, so he gets sucked.
Yep.
And then Dean is like, welp, he certainly said some things.
According to the script
Yeah.
that was released with the episode,
Yeah.
what's it called? Dean did not
No,
reciprocate.
he doesn't
He
reciprocate.
doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel the same at all. So.
So it is the most homophobic MLM reveal moment in possibly TV history. Somehow they've done it.
It is not only bury your gays, but it's bury your gays in super hell.
Yeah, and non-reciprocated.
And non-reciprocated bury your gays.
Ah,
Does that count as queer baiting if it's not reciprocated?
It's
There
still
is-
somehow queer baiting, even though explicitly.
Yeah, they're really like pushing the envelope on queer baiting. Like we thought we got the maximum amount of queer baiting in fucking Sherlock with Sherlock and John for 5 seasons
Jesus.
or whatever. Or no, not 5 seasons. 5 seasons to be, because there's a new season that's apparently coming out.
There's 4 seasons
Wait,
already.
is that actually real?
Yes.
I thought there was only like.
And I dug into it a little
They
bit.
should
It
get-
seems like it's actually been planned for a while. It's just that somebody started talking about it again recently, and so it's blown up alongside everything else. But yeah, there are 4 seasons of Sherlock, and then there's going to be a 5th one in 2022 or something.
Isn't he supposed to be busy being Doctor Strange now? Like, get another job.
Get another job. Yeah, stop being an actor.
Wow.
The fact that there's 4 seasons bewilders me. I thought it ended at 3.
Yeah, because 3
It
was
does,
the main.
it does.
Like,
Don't talk about season 4. Do not talk about season 4.
No, we don't.
Oh, we can still talk about season 4. Come on, it's the best comedy.
yeah, that is
the
another
best
thing
comedy.
I know relatively little about. But yeah, so that
That's
was
up to season 2.
God, I mean, was it? Yeah, it's all queer baiting. It was all, I don't know. Is there content in that show worth watching? Like, I don't know if you watched it, Maddie. Was there anything of value in it besides the queer baiting, which is?
I
negative
think the
value?
flowchart of would you find Supernatural interesting is, are you a teenage girl?
Uh-huh.
Okay. If so, are you edgy? Do you fetishize male gay relationships?
Ah, lovely.
All right, then you're gonna love this show. It's got everything for you. You're gonna love it.
Yeah,
that hits all my.
I mean, that's
all my
kind of
points.
encompassing of all of Super Wholock, right? Like maybe Doctor Who is like a little bit better than the others, just because it seems like it tries sometimes. They had the female Doctor in that somewhat recent season or something, but all three of those shows seem to have. What?
Is within the years 2013 to 2015 is like the prime Doctor Who, Sherlock. What the fuck is the other one that we just talked? Supernatural. Yep, that one.
The Onceler.
No,
Please do not.
No, you can't talk about
Wait,
we're not
going.
Turn off all the lights and just say his name 3 times.
No, we've already and honestly, I feel like somehow Tumblr or Pat and Maddie have been following me, and I've loved this blog called Heritage Posts, which has just been digging up shit from that time period and bringing it back to the forefront. I feel like somehow it has had a hand in this bullshit. Like it's like digging up like an ancient cursed artifact. It's what they.
I saw the blog post a screenshot of their like inbox, and it had like 1,000 messages. They were like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Oh my god.
It's not a question of if we could. It's a question of if we should.
Yeah,
we shouldn't, but we're still gonna.
Yeah, they didn't ask that question, and look what it's wrought. Their actions have consequences.
You know, they ask themselves every morning they wake up, how bad can I be?
Oh
no.
I will make your sins a reality.
No, I'm sending you to jail now. I'm sending you to Horsin jail.
You can. Every time I open my mouth, I'm sent to jail. I'm sent to super hell, one would say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Getting
hell
stuck.
I want to get gooped. I want to get Nick gooped.
No.
Dump slime on him in super hell. That's what happens.
God damn it.
That's the super hell conversion therapy.
The bad children who feel homoerotic feelings get the goop.
They get the goop. This is the bad place.
Oh,
I have some bad news about Nickelodeon then.
Yeah, I can't believe I spent like 30 minutes of my life discussing how the elevator systems worked in iCarly's house on Slack.
I feel like it's pretty straightforward.
Well,
it's an elevator.
I understand how it works, but like, how does the apartment complex manage that? And then people were explaining it to me, and apparently it's a thing that like actually happens for places that have elevators in their apartments. Which is,
it's very common.
That seems like some rich person shit, though. Like,
yes, it makes no sense that a single father who works for the U.S. Navy would be able to afford a giant-ass fucking 2-story apartment in Seattle.
Yeah.
But, she says, Carly.
Oh, they're in Seattle?
Yeah, they're in Seattle. They're in literally one of the most expensive places to live on the planet Earth right now.
They're doing a web series for, like, their, part-time job. Of course they're in Seattle. Where else would it be? New York City or Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would be New York.
Yeah, but somehow to pivot back to the election, I'm just gonna drag it back there for a minute.
Take it back now, y'all.
The only thing that I think tops the election itself is probably Pissy Orange Man Bad's responses to it. Which,
he's won.
Is this a Twitter account?
Yeah, I pulled up his Twitter account now, and
okay.
There's 4 tweets in a row that have all been censored by Twitter for disputed misleading statements about the election, which is just oh boy.
Nick, the fact that like you have Twitter in light mode still, kind of cringe, bro.
Hey, do you see the box on the side that says sign up for Twitter? Do you see that? I don't.
Not even logged into Twitter.
I don't have.
He doesn't have
a Twitter
for some godforsaken
reason.
Nick made the right social decision. I have a Twitter and I don't go on it, and I'm like, man, maybe I should just fucking delete this because every time I go on Twitter, I just feel fucking terrible.
Yeah,
fucking psychic damage.
Twitter's my new Tumblr. I go on it to feel worse.
I've made my bed on Tumblr and I'm laying in it. That's just my fate. I will get screen caps from Twitter if I, because I follow you guys and I follow enough people to get me all of the cursed information that I need. Wow, yeah, he's just accusing people of like states of voter fraud because
like
apparently counting votes is fraud. But you know,
I like his top post.
Oh, the first one,
the one that's the first
one. Oh yeah, I won this election by a lot. Immediately afterwards, Link says official sources may not have called the race when they tweeted.
He won the election by a lot.
Yep. He certainly did something.
Speaking about Dumpy Twompy, did you hear about the final Trump rally that's going on at the Four Seasons?
I just saw those posts.
The Four Seasons.
Yeah, it's not the Four Seasons. It's
the Four Seasons landscaping. It's the Four Seasons landscaping.
In between a crematorium and a dildo shop.
And a dildo shop.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna pull up the
this is why I lowered my camera so I can like raise my hands up and like still be in frame. Like yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'm pulling up the tweet now that somebody shared in Beacon Major. But yeah.
Nick, why do you have a tab open with an RT article?
This is the Bolivians president-elect got attacked.
Oh, I thought this was Rooster Teeth.
No, that's another tab. I had that open. I just watched the first episode of season 8 of RWBY. But
did you? I haven't yet.
Yeah, the Bolivia's president, who's a part of the Socialist Party there, got there was a piece of like a stick of dynamite or something thrown in there.
Someone said, "Why don't you have this cigar?" And you're like, "That's not a cigar. That's a stick of dynamite."
Dinamite, must be Italian. But yeah, apparently nobody was injured, which is very fortunate. But the security force that was supposed to be, protecting the president-elect is not doing so, and they were criticizing them after the fact. And there's, a lot of turmoil going on in the country after this, and I think he's set to actually be inaugurated in a couple days. Let me see. Spokesperson: no one hurt in the incident. We feel that we are totally unprotected. Former Bolivian President Evo Morales took to Twitter to condemn the attack, stating that the small groups who are attempting to create a climate of confusion and violence will not be successful. Our revolution is peaceful and democratic. That confuses me a little, and I should do more research into what's been going on there overall, because that's the former president saying that. So is he saying, when he says our revolution, is he talking about...
Okay, so if I remember this correctly, Evo Morales is the previous leader of the Socialist Party in Bolivia. And he got fucking cooed.
Oh no!
And so I think that's the order of events.
Okay.
So I think the socialists are regaining power in Bolivia, but don't quote me on that. I'd have to remember everything, but I believe that is what happened, if I remember correctly, and I'm not getting mixed up with, a different country in South America that has similar issues where the authoritarians and the socialists are fighting each other to the death.
Yeah. The incident occurred just as Bolivia's right-wing groups began a strike in opposition to the result of the presidential election held on October 18th in a bid to paralyze the country days before Arce's inauguration. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but Arce soundly defeated his rivals and secured 55.1% of the vote in the presidential election. The main opposition figure, Carlos Mesa, who took just under 29% of the vote, has refused to recognize the result of the election. Huh, curious. Sounds kind of familiar. But yeah, so that is why I have RT opened right now.
2020 do be a year.
It do be, and you can see all of these tabs. There's so much more going on. Another thing that we could quickly touch on is the fact that there is a new strain of the coronavirus.
I would not like to touch the coronavirus. I'd like to stay 6 feet apart from it.
Touch that one.
6 feet apart. Thank you very much, sir.
Touch it metaphorically, not physically. Don't go to Denmark, and you'll probably be fine. But they have a new strain of minks, or a new strain of coronavirus found in minks that is developed in these minks, and the country is being advised by military and scientific advisors that the best and most effective way to stop the new strain from spreading is to cull their 17 million minks in the country's borders.
Jesus.
Which is...
Why not just not eat minks or whatever they do with minks, make coats out of minks?
The main, apparently, which is another thing I learned from reading up on this whole situation, is that Denmark is the world's biggest exporter of mink fur, which is primarily what minks are used for, as I understand it.
That's almost your name, Mink.
Almost. You often call me Mink, so yeah, it's close enough. But yeah, that's just such a fucking staggering number. But like, I don't know. I propose some solutions, but I don't think I'm obviously not versed in mink care and
minkology.
Counterpoint:
you don't have to kill all the minks if you kill all the Danes. So like,
you know what?
If there are no Danes getting infected with the coronavirus,
I think this article says, there are about between 15 and 17 million mink in Denmark, whereas its human population stands around 5.5 million. So,
it's so much easier.
Yeah. So much easier to call.
Just call in the mother of all bombs and just turn Denmark into a
to Minkland.
No, turn it into another fucking Chernobyl. All right. Good lord.
Do you think the minks would make coats out of us?
You were advocating for the murder of 5 million Danes. What do you mean? What you were advertising was different?
I said the culling of 5 million Danes.
Turn the Danes.
They could voluntarily be culled, Nick. I don't know if you know this.
Look, let the minks rise up and turn the Danes into coats instead. Easy peasy. Bounces out.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Good lord.
Fucking
leather coats.
And then there's also Kremlin. There was somehow coinciding with the supernatural stuff happening. I don't know how it got like morphed together, but I think just memers were just like, let's just take this shit and run with it. I think the Sun put out a report a little while ago saying that Vladimir Putin might be stepping down as premier because of Parkinson's disease. This looks to be false. One, because it's the fucking Sun and you shouldn't trust anything from a tabloid news article like that. But also the Kremlin has been like, hey, no, fuck off.
Yeah, no, they're trying to cover the bases. He's not stepping down because of Parkinson's, because that would show weakness apparently to the Russians. He's stepping down because Dean Castiel is canon, but then Castiel died and he can't have it anymore. He needs them to be canon to continue being Putin.
Oh my god. It's just too much. He was tired of the queer baiting, he's tired of the homophobia, so he's stepping down as premier.
He's stepping down. Until it's rectified, he will not be continuing his reign.
I will say it is interesting that he this stuff has been sort of stirring at the same time as they're trying to pass laws to waive all possible what is it? They're trying to make it a law that you cannot convict former presidents of Russia or for former like senior elected officials.
Nick, why would that be?
I don't know, man. Why would they want to persecute the guy who was formerly in charge when they happened to get ousted by a rival? It just seems kind of strange. I just don't know.
It's crazy. It's absolutely
be anything.
Crazy.
I'd be. What's up?
I was like, how old is Putin? He's got to be like 60 something, right?
Yeah, he's
70, I think.
There.
I was like, not gonna lie, he looks good for his age.
He's 68.
However old he is.
He's
so close to the sex number.
Oh my god. Pat, why did... Yes, he's...
It went so quiet. He's 68. He's close.
Yeah,
he's close to the sex number.
Yeah, he looks... See, I mean, I remember way back when we were joking about, like, if you were to actually have world leaders fist fight, who would win? It'd probably be Putin. Putin stands a good chance. Who else do you think would have a chance?
I think Angela Merkel got a fucking sick right hook. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think she does. I'm being quite honest. I don't think she has a sick right hook.
Dog, you're the Democratic leader of Germany and the European Union. You gotta fucking know how to throw hands, dude.
I hope so. That would be great, but I don't know if she does. And then obviously fucking Trump's a baby. He couldn't fucking throw a punch to save his life, but...
He could just sit on him and win.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Nah, he'll just tweet that he won, even if he lost.
The greatest.
The
The
greatest.
billions.
Knockout.
We have done billions of damage. Billions.
Oh, God.
What's it called? I feel like Putin winning that would be propaganda. I don't think he would win that at all.
No, absolutely not.
I don't see how you could think that Angela Merkel could win that though. Who like is there anybody else?
I don't know if you know
Dogs.
this. Nick, I don't know if you know
Oh, we
this.
should-
I
she's
wasn't
scared of
serious when I
dogs.
said Angela Merkel, Nick.
Yeah, that's the German president, right?
Chancellor.
Chancellor.
Wait, what about-
I'm pulling her up on Google right now. This
What
woman
about-
is not going to be able to throw punches. I'm sorry.
Nick, how many times? I wasn't being serious, Nick. How many times do I have to say?
No, I need to debase your totally serious
Justin
posit.
Justin
about the
Trudeau.
situation.
My money's gonna be on Justin Trudeau.
Oh yeah, the
Can he fight
blackface
though, or
dude.
is he just? He's a twink though. I don't know. Like
Yeah, but he's like.
He could be lithe.
Ev-
He could be a lithe fellow that can. Like,
Everyone's
dodge.
got like a college student's like age over him. Like he's.
Yeah,
he could
he is
definitely
the
take him.
youngest. You.
What about
great-
that French president?
French president? Let's look him up.
Emmanuel
French?
Macron.
Macron?
Yeah.
What about the reanimated corpse of Teddy Roosevelt?
I mean,
well, I
if
mean,
you
that's-
managed it,
Number
yes.
Yeah, honestly, I'd put more money on the person who reanimated the corpse.
No, they're a nerd.
Yeah.
Okay, right. The fucking nerd.
He's pretty. He's pretty.
Macron.
Hold on, sorry.
How old is he? Can you see?
Good.
He is 42. He's about the same age as Trudeau.
42. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's like 6 years younger, or some shit like that.
Damn. Okay.
But like they're still within fighting. Like they're within fighting age. So
the
like,
possibility
I think,
is there.
I
Listen,
think,
if Tom Brady can be a quarterback at age 412,
yeah,
this
Very
president
true.
can beat the shit out of another president at age 40.
That is true.
I'm trying to.
Okay, I
see-
found an actual academic site to find this. This is called fitrated.com, where people rate how strong they think world leaders are physically.
Oh, nice, nice.
So still
according-
completely subjective, but
Yeah.
It
sourced
sounds
by men
very
more than
objective.
4
Yeah. We gathered the top scientists around the world.
This is why COVID hasn't been
Can-
cured.
my-
They're
my
too
world-
busy.
My world leader can fight your world leader.
Mhm. What's the results? Can you link it in,
Yes,
in
I-
the Horsin around chat?
Yes, 1 second, sorry.
Okay.
I want to know if my world leader can beat Russia's world leader in a fight.
I want to know who's dead last.
Uh,
That's something I want to know.
Dead last is Ali Khamenei of Iran.
Okay.
Does it say why?
That just says the rating. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, at the top of this page, it has one for domestic section titled "Domestic Duels," where 58% of respondents chose Joe Biden to win in a fistfight against Donald Trump, but only 24% of people chose Bernie Sanders to win in a fight against Donald Trump. So I don't fucking know how this works.
I would take those. I'd take those odds. Yeah. I think those are pretty.
It
I
is
would not.
incredible to me that somehow Bernie Sanders seems less senile than Joe Biden or Donald Trump, and he's like older than both of them. It's fucking
Yeah.
people just age differently. I
Joe
guess.
Biden has a speech impediment also, so like that's what kind of like.
He does have a stutter.
Hmm.
Ali Khamenei is what's it called? I believe 80 something, 82, 81.
I've
Oh, okay.
posted.
Okay.
I've posted it in the chat.
All right.
According to this, the top one is the leader of Sudan, but I just googled the leader of Sudan, and it's not this person, so I don't know who they're talking about.
Could be wrong then. Yeah.
These are.
Does the bottom of the
Interesting
website say
illustrations.
how?
Wow, people think Kim Jong Un would beat Donald Trump. Honestly, I guess I could see that, but like, also Kim Jong Un does not look like that fit. Of
I
a
think
dude.
you would too.
I think you would.
Yeah, he's just a
think
little
he
bit
would.
more fit than Trump somehow. I guess when
Yeah,
all the
and-
country's resources are going to your health and well-being, you could probably stand up in a fight.
I saw a French and Canadian leader on there. If you scroll up.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Physically strongest world leaders according to whoever. Leader of Sudan, Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. Felipe Nyusi from Mozambique. I'm just gonna drop the names and just let you look at them because I'm gonna ruin these names otherwise. But third place is Ethiopia's leader. South Africa in fourth. Uganda, Congo, Angola, France, Kenya, and Canada. Yeah, wow, France and Canada both made the top 10.
I can agree to that.
Are all of these? These are like top country is Middle Eastern, and then like most of the rest of the top 10 are Eastern African countries.
Okay, so Abdallah Fattah al-Burhan or something like that.
Yep.
I'm just gonna assume.
Yep.
I hope I didn't butcher it. I'm American. He was a lieutenant general in the Sudanese army. So
it'll mess you up.
Yeah, he has.
That could do it.
He looks like a man who could. Yeah, he is a man who would kill you.
Just straight up.
And will.
Straight up will murder you.
Philippe Nyusi doesn't seem to have held any military background, but he looks like a unit, and I would like to have him on my side of the ring.
I would prefer him to be over there. God, we still haven't covered like 5 of these bullets from today.
Both of them could absolutely destroy our world leaders, though. So like.
Yeah. No,
I feel like
our pick. Both of our picks for this election are piss poor physically. So.
Not great picks. Yeah. Not great picks. So I feel like a lot of the American voting system is fucked then, because we don't have a world leader who can defend us in the ring of battle.
Look, they need to be our commander-in-chief, and part of that means that they need to fucking get out there on horseback, sword in hand, charge first, and then fucking get off the horse, throw away the sword, and just deck the fucking enemy commander, okay?
Well, that is why the top 2 physically strongest U.S. presidents, according to fitrated.com, at the bottom of that same page, is Ulysses S. Grant and Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah!
Then do it.
Yeah! Wrap that shit!
Teddy.
Is Trump the lowest rated on that? Or is he not the lowest rated?
He's not even listed.
No, lowest rated is, probably of course, as we all know, James K. Polk.
Clearly.
Damn. Wasn't Taft the one that got stuck in his bathtub?
Yeah, but Taft got the size to like fuck you up. So like, I think that's the argument, because like Dwight D. Eisenhower
was also in a wheelchair or something.
Donald Trump.
Wait, yeah, how is he not at the bottom?
Wait,
it's the polio strength.
Yeah. You're right.
Donald Trump is no. Wait, I think you're looking at this list wrong. Bud, because what's it called? The physically weakest presidents, I reckon, like the top would be the weakest. Like the top of that list.
The number one weakest?
Is it?
Yes, that would be Jimmy Carter. Though.
Oh, that is strange.
Then
that doesn't make sense to me, because I thought it went from. Oh, you are right, because the strongest goes from.
Oh yeah, it says the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says with the.
So this is a poll. I see. These are poll results, and 45% of people said Jimmy Carter was physically weakest president. That's impossible. Martin Van Buren got the
pointy hair. Yeah. I also don't know why Nixon is on there.
Yeah, Nixon.
I feel like
I don't know who the fuck is answering these polls. This sounds more like Jimmy Carter was like shat on because he like just came in after Nixon and then didn't do anything, right? Like.
But if we know anything about Jimmy Carter in the modern day, that man is built like a brick for being like really
he's
old.
Like 103 and still builds houses or whatever.
Yeah, that's fucking.
He takes a fall and everyone's like, "Jimmy, are you okay?" And he's like, "I'm fine. I'm going back to build houses tomorrow anyway."
You should check the ground.
Check the crater in the ground.
Donald Trump is the third weakest, as polled.
Understand?
I cannot accept this for anything close to reality when we literally had a president who got stuck in his bathtub, which still he might have the weight to carry him in a fight. Oh yeah, he's rated as like the fucking 6th strongest. I just looked at the other side of it. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
He's big.
I guess.
He's big.
I guess
he can take the hits.
But then
also Barack Obama on there.
I mean, Barack Obama pretty fit.
As like number 4,
yeah,
I could see number 4.
Though, right?
Yeah. Abe Lincoln was like a super lanky dude.
Could
he throw punches?
Because he's so far away from you.
He has the range. Yeah.
He lives a tough life because he's always punching down, and nobody likes that.
Even if Obama smokes, like all the other fucking presidents smoke too, so it's like it balances out.
That's fair. It's even.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I think Obama definitely could be at the very least fourth strongest.
I don't know. I feel like he could beat JFK.
I would
be
inclined to say that it would be a close fight.
I'm gonna say no because JFK was so coked up for his entire life.
That's the thing. We have like JFK's on coke, but also Obama's got like, you know, in anime when like they're going in for an attack or some shit and like they put everything into one attack. Right? Obama's going to do that, except with generations of racism. And he's going to put all of that racism that he's built up. His
eyes going to glow up all the black people behind him, like
exactly,
an avatar.
Like the Avatar. And he's going to strike JFK with one punch, knocking him down.
Oh my god.
The generations
but you gotta
of like...
consider... Maddie, you make a good point about him being coked up, but you got to consider that comes along with the coke strength. All right, if you're looking for the coke strength, and perhaps even the crack strength, if he was hitting that up, like, that might be true. Like a hidden power well that you weren't even considering. Here.
You're assuming JFK didn't also do crack.
Yeah,
so
no, that's what I'm saying. If he's using the crack, that's even more strength. If he just takes a little bit of it and then goes ham.
You also do
something we have to consider. I'm sorry. Something we have to consider is if this is pre or post him getting shot.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Is he more powerful because he got shot?
Yeah, we have to consider
like extra visibility or something. I don't know.
He's opened his third eye with a bullet wound.
We have to consider if this is before or after his head just did that.
Just blew
Cat
up.
in the Hat.
I would say okay, so let's take this fight between Obama and JFK as seriously and realistically as possible.
Yeah, let's be totally serious about it.
I'm sorry. Like there's no joking around here. If the thing with JFK is that he fucked a lot. Right? He's got so much fucking energy in him because of the coke, the crack, and his like natural, I can't believe I'm going to say this, presidential libido.
His big presidential
Sorry, we're taking
libido.
this seriously, guys. We're taking this seriously.
I'm taking this seriously.
We gotta consider all the stats here.
Stop laughing. Yeah, I feel like he's going to like, if he goes up on a fight against Obama, right? I feel like he would have the edge just due to his natural presidential libido. Like,
yeah, and also you have to consider that, like, remember how when Obama started his presidency and he was like, you know, bright-eyed and he like had, you know, all of his hair was still black, and then at the end of his presidency, it was graying and he was like just physically aged like so much over those 8 years. So like I think his presidency weakened him, but JFK's presidency strengthened him.
All right.
Until his head blew up.
Until his head just did that. It didn't blow up. It just did that, okay?
It just did that. He was so strong, the veins in his head exploded.
Yeah, when he was hit by the bullet blew up before it could even hit his head, but then his head blew up afterwards as a way to balance the universe.
All right. So, since it seems like the tide is turning against Barack Obama, now let me hit you with the true thing. What if it's JFK versus the tag team duo of Barack and Biden, which I think individually are weaker, but with their tag team energy could overcome JFK's singular strength.
I think at this point, it's Obama is giving Biden the spirit bomb energy, and Biden might be able to pull it off if he gets the spirit bomb from Obama. But
Obama's just got Biden like a puppet dancing.
Yeah. No, yeah. If
careful, I think that's an actual nightmare the hosts at Fox News has.
What's it called? See, like the thing is, it is 100% that if Obama gets Biden on his side, then like Biden's just that edge enough for Obama to win. Like that's the thing. It's not going to be a matter of Obama and Biden. It's going to be Obama with Biden, like with Biden as his like club.
Yeah.
He's gonna
you got this, Barack. You got this. It's like, I do got this. Yeah.
My fellow Americans, you're right. I do got this.
I am kicking the shit out of JFK.
Your fellow Americans, my fellow Americans, I need your energy.
I need your energy.
We must overcome this presidential libido.
This man has his crack, but I have your energy.
Oh my god.
Can we also at least agree that I'm glad that we're talking about JFK versus Brock, because there's no way JFK beats Teddy Roosevelt, a man who is like,
no.
I am small and a weak child, and I will now become strong.
Look, if I may continue with the Dragon Ball Z references, fucking like Teddy Roosevelt is just like the fucking cat god in the more recent DBZ stuff, where like Goku tries to fight him, but like he doesn't have it. He just loses, and like the god's just playing with him. That's what Theodore Roosevelt is. He's just fucking.
Yeah, that's exactly what I always think about when I think about Teddy Roosevelt. I always think about the latest villain in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, man.
Me too.
That's where it's at.
Honestly. Yeah, no, I'll agree with that. I don't know about Ulysses S. Grant as the.
I mean,
top
he
pick,
like
though.
his whole. I mean, he literally just fought a shit ton in the Civil War and like won a lot of battles for the Union. So I think that's probably where that number's
Actually, yeah,
coming
that's
from.
true. Yeah, okay.
The Onion.
The Onion.
The Onion.
Yup. We're living in the Onion. Do you guys realize that? Like, do you see all the shit that I've got opened up? All of the stories we could talk about.
Layers.
The fact that Hetalia is getting a new spin-off show focusing on the Axis powers of all things.
How did I not hear about this?
In the current year, the official Twitter account for I'm showing this on the screen now. The official Twitter account for Hetalia announced today that the animated satirist portrayal of the Axis powers are back in Hetalia World Stars. The newest entry, which was announced to celebrate World Pasta Day, will see the staff from Hetalia, the Beautiful World, and Hetalia, the World Twinkle return to the series for a Spring 2021 start. A visual featuring Germany, Italy, and Japan was released with a plate of pasta as the focus.
So this is just like an
both
ad
lost
for
at the
pasta, right? Yeah, like this is just like some like deep, big pasta conspiracy. No one wants to talk about the big pasta companies.
The Big Pasta Corp.
God.
I thought you were gonna say like in celebration of its 3rd anniversary or whatever, but no.
It's World
Apparently
Pasta Day.
it's big and that was from I'm willing to trust Crunchyroll reporting this because like Crunchyroll gives a shit about anime, and so like
Just barely.
Just
barely.
barely.
Give a shit.
I just, man, why does Hetalia need to come back at all? Like and that's another thing.
Why does it have to come back and only focus on the Axis power?
No, yeah.
The most problematic of the show.
Like that's another thing that the fucking Heritage Post Tumblr has been resurfacing for me, is just showing how fucked up Hetalia as a fandom was, where all these people were cosplaying as like SS units.
Actual Hitler.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, what the fuck?
I stand Nazi Germany and imperialist Japan. Quote me on that.
You're getting clipped. You're going to get clipped for that. And
I hope so.
I'm sorry, Twitch TOS. Please don't ban me. You can ban Pat's channel. Don't ban me.
I can't
I don't
find
know.
my channel.
You bring up imperialist Japan, but that's always something I remember about Hetalia, where like,
They're
you know,
like-
sometimes they'd be like, wow, Germany and Italy, that's crazy. And then imperialist Japan was there, and you're like, hey, wait a sec. Hold on, that guy did
Hold
some
up.
bad shit too.
Yeah.
Hold
Wait a
on, we can't
minute.
just ignore that.
But wasn't the creator like kind of a
Yes, I
iffy
believe so.
guy? Okay.
Yeah.
Where he was like, imperialist Japan did nothing wrong.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this. Japan's got a problem.
Yeah.
And it's got a problem because sometimes it forgets, like, hey, look, guys.
Oopsies.
I don't know if you know this. We did a lot of bad shit. Oops.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
just like,
they-
oh, but all the other countries did it. We just wanted to get in on that sweet imperialist action, but we also
Right.
just wanted to commit like absolute atrocities on test subjects and prisoners of war.
I mean,
Oopsies.
funny enough, it feel, at least to me, it does feel a little similar to like the U.S. and the Civil War, even though it's
Oh.
like not the same thing, but in terms of like the educational context, where like
Yeah, I
some
could
some
see.
people are like, yes, I know what happened, and the country did the bad thing,
Mhm.
and there are other people who are like, yeah, I just like learned about it in history class and whatever.
Yeah.
But then there are, you know, the crazies who are like, I don't know, I think those imperialist Japanese had the right
States
idea.
rights.
You know,
Yeah.
honestly, fucking.
We were just trying to
what's it called?
spread the glory of Japan to all of the Pacific Islands, okay? It's not a big deal, guys. We were just trying to spread
It's-
the love.
Look, okay.
It's up to
if
get
I'm-
all
That's
of you.
literally what they believe.
Yeah, no, I
if I'm-
know.
if I'm gonna be 100% real,
Mhm.
I have to think imperialist Japan, because they got us eventually to get a McDonald's in the Philippines. You know, like after we were colonized by fucking Japan, or after we were invaded.
For those who don't know,
after we were fucking invaded, we got America to come in and then colonize us, and then we got the U.S. Embassy built up. McDonald's over here, McDonald's over there, and that eventually led to Jollibee.
I thought you were referring to McDonald's as the United States Embassy. I was. Listen.
I was.
Look, you know, we talk. It was literally MacArthur, Mickey D. They were in cahoots. Okay.
MacArthur and Mickey D. Look, fuck. What's it called? What world leader can win in a fight? I want to know what multi-conglomerate founder could win in a fight.
Oh,
Could Disney take on Ray McDonald's or whatever the fuck his name is?
Dude,
Ray Kroc, I think.
Who is taking over Disney? Like Iger's stepping down, right?
It's just some Iger protege. It's going to be basically the same thing. And also, literally, Iger stepped... Like, it's basically the same thing as Putin saying he's stepping down.
Okay. He's stepping back, but now he's just going to be like...
Shit.
He's going to be in the seat directly behind the new guy.
Yes. He's basically in the seat directly behind the new guy. And also, he wants to take a role that is more controlling over intellectual property. Literally the worst aspect of Bob Iger. Where you're like... Oh, now that Bob Iger's gone, maybe they'll stop making all these fucking terrible ass Disney remakes. And I was like, no, now he's even more in charge of making those.
So, as far as like names go, Bob Iger is being replaced by Bob Chapek as CEO.
Yeah, it looks very similar to Bob Iger. It's him and a mustache. Yeah, exactly.
Instead, Bob Iger is to stay on as company executive chairman instead of CEO.
Sounds like when fucking Matt Holm from Rooster Teeth decided to I think like Gavin became like creative director of Rooster Teeth so Bernie could become like creative. Like he just made a higher position for himself to be in. It was like fucking hilarious.
Well, we're legally allowed to talk about Rooster Teeth again.
We could always talk about Rooster Teeth.
It's like if it's like when Azula became Fire Lord because Ozai became Phoenix Emperor.
Yeah. Look, look, daughter, I am becoming ruler of the world now, so you could just stay here and rule this piece of the world now. All right, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Somebody was tweeting that Trump is like doing the fucking Azula thing where he's chopping his hair into bangs right now.
He is.
Oh my God.
Dog, that guy ain't got enough hair for bangs. What are you talking about?
Puts his toupee on backwards.
He's just sitting there like getting his like toupee on backwards and just going like, we won by a lot.
We did.
I won, right?
We gotta get the recounts. We're gonna win this. Dude, do you think like they're actually gonna have to drag him out? Like Secret Service is gonna...
I don't think they'll actually have to drag him out, but I do think that it'll be like, sir, you have to leave.
Yeah.
It'll be like, going back to the McDonald's, it'll be like, you know, you're at McDonald's, it's like midnight, and they're like, hey man, I really gotta get out of here. You gotta go.
You gotta go.
Sir, you need to leave. I know we close at 2 a.m., but that's like just for the drive-thru. You need to get out.
The store's closed.
Mr. President, the new president's gonna be here, and you gotta get out.
I can't,
it's gonna be awkward for everyone.
Like Obama, when he left, he like shook Donnie's hand as he was entering the White House and Obama was leaving. There's no way Donnie's gonna do that with Biden.
Absolutely not.
It's no way. Happen.
It's almost like Barack Obama was a good person and Donald Trump is a bad person.
Wow.
Almost.
Kind of insane.
One
I know that's a spicy hot take, but like...
Whoa, dude.
One would be surprised.
Yeah. There's fucking... Oh, Pat, I wanted to ask if you had any input on this as, like, maybe somebody in the artist sphere. Just another bullet on this fucking long-ass list. There was somebody on Twitter who... is apparently getting canceled. They're apparently a famous Twitter artist named Moogs who has been doing concept art for a Ted Bundy animated series and also role plays as them in Discord servers. Do you know anything about this or what the fuck is going on? Because I don't, and I just This sounds like just some standard Twitter fuck shit. I can link the chain of posts in the Horsin Around channel.
No, that's actually the last season of Supernatural. You just spoiled the ending.
Yeah, you just spoiled the ending for me. Let me take a hot peek, and I'm inclined to say that the reason why this is all happening, this person is white.
Yeah.
And hard stop. I have no other input. I knew nothing about this, but they seem to fetishize murderers, and only white people do that.
It is a white person syndrome to fetishize murder.
Yeah. As we all went through biology class, we all learned about dominant recessive genes, the murderer trait. The dominant trait in white people. We all know.
Look, I'm always everyone always goes like, what would we be in a horror movie? And I'm just sitting there like, I'm gonna be the first one killed. I'm a chubby brown boy. What? No, but in all seriousness, I have no idea. I know nothing about this.
Yeah, Maddie, do you know anything of this? I don't know if you've heard anything about it.
I heard about it, yeah. It's like, I don't know. At this point, I'm not really shocked when people are like, I like serial killers because I'm quirky. Like, okay. Just because Zac Efron played Ted Bundy in that one Netflix thing doesn't mean that Ted Bundy is hot. He's still a creepy person.
Well, that's what's crazy about Ted Bundy. Like, I've seen documentaries where people the documentary people are like, we spent hours trying to learn about Ted Bundy, and we still do not understand why some women are like, this pasty white boy is the hottest thing I've seen.
It's always the pasty white boys too. It's like, it's so generic. Zac Efron, hot, but the actual Ted Bundy, just some white guy. I've seen 20 of him at fucking Hollister.
Yeah, where are the brown serial killers, dude? Come on, where are they at?
No, they're called terrorists. They're called terrorists.
Ain't wrong.
Fucking, goddamn it.
Yeah.
They don't let him get past the first one.
They don't let him get past the first. Look, fucking. Oh my god. Wait, let me actually see what Ted Bundy actually looked like.
Probably not good.
He looks like a loaf of Wonder Bread. That's what he looks like.
He looks like Bill Hader if Bill Hader was like
on meth.
On meth. On more meth. If Bill Hader stayed at SNL.
Yeah, that's more fitting.
if Bill
you
Hader
cranked up the dial on Bill Hader just a little bit.
just stayed at SNL and just didn't leave SNL. That's Bill Hader. That's what Ted
like
Bundy
physically
like.
didn't leave the building or
Real talk. Real genuine talk though. Bill Hader leaving SNL, best thing that happened to him. No clap. When he got onto Barry, fucking, that's it. That was like peak.
Isn't Barry him being a fucking serial killer or some shit?
Yes, exactly.
Are you
wow?
It is.
Hypocrite.
Wow, time is a circle.
Time is a circle.
It is. I can not recommend Barry enough though because it's all a metaphor more or less for his time at SNL.
Oh,
as
really?
Being because the whole thing about Barry is that like. He's a murderer. He's a hitman who's really good at killing people, but doesn't want to be a hitman. He wants to study acting, and he tries to learn how to be human through acting, and it's a metaphor for how like he was really good at SNL. He was really good at SNL, but he hated every moment of it. Apparently,
that is what I have heard. I have heard that SNL is not necessarily a fun environment to work in.
Yeah.
Is it like really cutthroat because like you have to really go ham to like get skits on air?
I can imagine that it is.
Yes, that is why a lot of people agree with Bill Hader's sentiment, where people are like, "Oh, do you think you'll ever want to go back to SNL?" And they're like, "Fuck no, I have enough money to get out of there." That's why I left.
Yeah, I'll go back as a host. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. I mean, good for him then. I'm glad he's having fun with what he's doing now. And he was good in it, so.
Highly recommend Barry. If you want to stand a white serial killer.
Stand that one.
You know, because here's the hint, guys. Bill Hader isn't actually a serial killer, but Ted Bundy is.
What?
What?
Tell me that one again.
Okay. Bill Hader isn't a serial killer.
Dude.
Whoa! I mean, he is white, so there's like that bit. But like, I mean, you know, some white people are valid, I guess. Like,
some people aren't serial killers.
Some people aren't. Usually the
small
non-serial
minority.
killer ones. Yeah.
I just had
Truly.
such a fucking cursed thought.
What's up?
I feel bad about it because I'm forgetting his name now. The fucking kid, the white kid who shot some protesters in Wisconsin.
Oh God, somebody can.
Is it really necessary to know the name though?
No,
yeah,
you don't have to.
I feel like we all know who we're talking about.
You can call him Big Stinky Shithead, and I think we'd all know who the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
That guy.
That somebody in the future, there's gonna be documentaries probably about this whole fucking thing, and that's going to be part of it. And then people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, he's so hot," and I hate it. I fear that is a future that we might experience. And
I really ken how he yelled slurs as he opened fire into the crowd.
Yike.
That was the most attractive part of this pasty white boy.
Also, I hate to break it to you, Nick, but people are already doing that with some of the previous mass shooters.
Yeah.
Cringe. Oh, cringe.
I have seen tattoos.
For like Columbine shooters and stuff. Oh God.
No, even more recent than that. Like the guy that shot up the church or whatever.
Cringe.
Fucking God.
Alright. Well, let's turn to.
Oh my God.
Yeah. There's some other subjects that we could talk about that are a little bit later.
Let's finish this out on a good note of Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Being
Mass
remastered.
Effect.
They got the trilogy remastered. Honestly, I've played through the entire trilogy twice now, so like I feel like I might be good on Mass Effect content, but then if the game comes out and it looks really good, I might still pick it up and do another run with it.
I agree.
I'm hoping that they give it not only a fresh set of paint, which would be like the textures and stuff. I'm hoping they touch up a good amount of the animations, especially for the first game.
I think that was why they held off on announcing it earlier, was because they were specifically having problems with fixing Mass Effect 1 because it was very old and not great looking.
I have little hope that they make the combat less shitty, but the combat wasn't terrible enough where like I wouldn't play it. Like the combat was passable. Like it wasn't
Dragon Age 2 bad, where it was just like fucking.
Dragon Age 2 goes on sale like every 2 weeks, and it's in my wish list, and I'm like, maybe I just do it this time. Maybe I'll pull the trigger and I play through Dragon Age 2 again.
Look, the story. There is something to be found enjoyable in the story of Dragon Age 2, but God.
Well,
the gameplay's so bad.
I think is Varric in 1 as well.
No, Varric is only.
That's what I thought. Because like that's the reason to play Dragon Age 2 is so you can get my boy. Telling the story.
Varric is like apparently at his best in Dragon Age 2. In Inquisition, he's actually watered down more.
Yeah, I mean he's still good in Dragon Age Inquisition. He's still funny, but like he's definitely like has a really good entrance that makes him an immediate favorite in Dragon Age 2.
Also, with Mass Effect remaster coming out, that makes me more hopeful that Dragon Age 4 actually exists. Even though they keep reminding us, "Hey guys, we promise it's real."
Didn't they also announce that a new Mass Effect game is like in pre-production or something? Which, it seems a little bit early for them to be announcing that when they're still in deep production on fucking Dragon Age.
That's another one of those where I'll believe it when I see it.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just happy that they showed Best Boy Garrus twice in the trailer because they did a little...
they showed a bunch of like really popular characters and they showed Garrus at the beginning and then they showed him again. It's just like damn, okay.
Yeah, they showed Good Boy Garrus, but then they showed Edgy Garrus because Garrus is the only one who has a character arc.
Yeah. I mean, hey, don't diss on my girl Tally, okay?
Yeah, Tally has an arc. Tally goes from I think all androids should die to maybe some androids are okay.
Yeah, she's also best girl. So, but yeah, apparently they are working on a new Mass Effect game. I don't know if it's gonna be. I mean, I feel like they have to commit to Andromeda at this point. Like Andromeda was a shit show, but like they made their bed and they should probably lie in it. And I think there's interesting ideas that they introduce in Andromeda, but
I mean, counterpoint, like couldn't you just do like it's they released Mass Effect Andromeda and they just ignore that the last one was existed.
Yeah.
They just do it again and they're like, hey guys, oops. Look, if it works for Suicide Squad, then you can do it anywhere.
I think if they do make a play to do Mass Effect again, I don't like that they did Andromeda, but maybe if they did like Andromeda time skip where they do like where they have like, oh, okay, well, the Andromeda Galaxy is a bit more colonized now. We have more people going on around it. So now this galaxy is actually living instead of like some fucking whack-ass like, oh, you have to discover all the fucking planets and shit. It's like, no, that shit's boring. We came to Mass Effect because of all the other shit.
Yeah.
Well, that would be interesting. The problem is I think you kind of hinted at it, which is like Mass Effect is not designed for that. It's not an exploration game.
I mean, they tried really hard in Andromeda.
They tried,
Ironically, the gameplay was probably the most polished part of Andromeda, and the combat and stuff was interesting, but like still it got repetitive after a while. So I don't know.
I mean, from a story standpoint, because I always figured the thing with Mass Effect is that like it's like a sci-fi setting that's has like it has like depth that like could rival like Star Wars, right? But it's not Star Wars.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it. That's the cool thing is that like there's enough shit here where you can explore like all the history of Mass Effect.
Yeah. Right.
But like
the lore.
If you go to Andromeda, it's
a blank
pretty
slate.
much like it's a blank slate. It's like all that cool history and stuff. That's all the way like a billion fucking years back there. Like you don't get to fucking interact with that. You have to find like 2 new alien races. Congratulations, whoop de fucking do.
Yeah, I think it's also weird because they have you arrive at a point where people have already arrived, so you're not even really the first ones to discover
They tried
anything.
to have their cake and eat it too, in the sense that like there's enough time for some factions to be set up with the previous ships having like come out of slipspace early or whatever, but then it's still mostly unexplored and pretty dangerous. So like Tanat is asking what your opinion of the Mass Effect trilogy is.
Yeah, I was
Maddie.
gonna say.
Yeah, I saw. I recently have done no video games because this is a hell semester.
Yeah,
and that's my
understandable.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I need to hydrate. I should do that.
We all need to hydrate. Remember to hydrate, peeps.
Hydration.
Hydration.
Hey, but they got the remaster trilogy coming out, so after this hell semester, you should pick that up and then give it a shot.
I am going to do some more video games because we get a very fun 2-month break this year.
Hell yeah.
Woohoo. And
after
when does it come out?
No breaks. 2021 spring, I think.
It could.
So I'll be dead and gone by then.
A while.
I'll be dead and gone.
Yeah.
What's it called? Yeah, it's a game. It's a thing that's happening like either spring or fucking summer of next year.
Yeah, but so that's cool. I hope that BioWare manages to return from the depths of fucking Anthem and Andromeda and make some good products, starting with Dragon Age 4 and.
I don't know. I'm convinced that Anthem is a tax write-off at this point. Like,
it is.
They were like, look, this ain't working out. We're just gonna release it. We're gonna fucking send it into the fucking sun and go and do something else.
If I'm not mistaken, I think EA was like, we don't want to give up on this, guys. We don't want to give up on Anthem. And then like everyone else is just like.
And then I keep not hearing any good news still. Like they keep saying that like we are committed to it for realsies, but I still just haven't heard any. But like there's been no like No Man's Sky style of like, hey, wait, this update's actually good now. So like I don't know.
Yeah.
At a certain point, I feel like they should probably just cut their losses. But I don't know. Maybe they can turn.
I feel like they definitely already have cut their losses.
Yeah, they're definitely like, oh yeah, we should go back to the things that people love us for. We should go back to those. But yeah, that was a whole hour of so much shit. We actually got through a decent chunk of it. The only other thing.
Okay, what did we miss? What did we miss?
We missed on here, and these ones, honestly, I'm fine with missing these because they weren't really. There's not really much to talk about. There's some My Hero Academia spoilers, which I'll not really. I don't really want to talk about because I don't want to spoil it for people because it's pretty fucking cool. But it's like a ways out before the anime starts showing that shit. But it was a big thing that happened recently. That was also this week. And then there was also System of a Down released new music for some reason after 15 years of not existing.
Fuck! Fuck! Oh wow, it's cool. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
We're reacting. I'm reacting to it. Okay, let's get the next one. Come
Whoa.
on.
Yeah, it wasn't
that
good.
down
apparently.
is really a system.
Yeah.
It's really a system. That system really is down.
Ruby Season 8 premiered today, and that was pretty good. Enjoyed that.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Whoa!
wow, crazy!
Whoa!
This also all happened on the week that included the 5th of November, so obligatory V for Vendetta. And
Edgy
Guy Fawkes.
hacker man.
Yeah.
Whoa, edgy! Whoa, edgy! Whoa! I have a Guy Fawkes mask. Whoa!
I'm so sad that
actually
the 5th of November event on floor is pretty much dead. I think. I don't think anybody
Is it?
I don't even think anybody tried to do it this year. I didn't hear about it. If anybody did, but also I don't
Hold
think it was
on.
possible to do it because nobody had that version of the movie that you or Beachu had with the edit.
I mean, it's a single edit.
I know.
One.
If you're unaware, there's the floor the canonical floor edit, which happened during my freshman year of remember the 5th of November for V for Vendetta. One of the last lines in the movie is revealing who V is, and it's like he's all of us, but the edit is them saying he is, and then a smash cut John Cena, and fucking John Cena comes out, and it's all that shit, and it's yeah. I've never been more mad at Harlan in my goddamn life when he showed us that.
It was so great because that was like they showed it again my freshman year, and that was the first time I'd ever watched the movie. So it was just it was a fun movie to watch, and then at the last second that shit popped in. I was like, oh my god, I've been fucking pranked.
If we're speaking about Harlan, I'd like to call him out real quick. He stole my meme.
I can't believe
on
it.
Twitter.
Oh.
I posted the Edgy Hacker Man meme in Slack, and 2 hours later it was on his Twitter.
Oh my god.
So
call him out.
I'm not gonna make any assumptions.
Call him out. We're gonna roast him.
All
right. We're gonna leave on that note. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that next week gives us a fucking break for once. But at this rate, 2020 looks like it's never going to give us any breaks. So we'll see. And whatever happens, we'll probably be talking about it next week. So until then, thank you guys for coming on. And thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. Peace out.
Do 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 do.
Do, 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 do.
Oh my God.